It remains to be seen if Americans have become so apathetic so as not to mind being dominated by Jews and being dominated by Israel. And if, in fact, they've grown to love their servitude to their Jew master. To that end, we made some phone calls to VFW halls, that's Veterans of Foreign Wars, in preparation for America's upcoming Independence Day holiday. And here those are for your listening pleasure, after which we will be back with the news.
Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Yes.
I'm calling from Washington, D.C. My name is Simon Goldbergstein, and I'm Outreach Director with the IAFC. That's the Israel-America Friendship Council.
Okay.
We're going to be selecting some VFW organizations throughout the United States that we could perhaps sponsor in the local 4th of July parade. Is your post going to be represented in the parade?
In the 4th of July?
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay. We'd be interested in sponsoring you, provided that we could agree on some conditions.
Okay. What conditions are there?
Well, we'd like you to carry a sign, have somebody there carry a sign. It says, Israel, America's only friend left.
Okay, that I'd have to bring it up to vote.
Okay, and on the other side it says, good goys.
Good goys?
Yeah. Would you be willing to carry the flag of Israel?
Well, I'd have to bring that up to vote also.
Well, what do you think the answer will be? It would be yes, right?
I believe so, but
yeah. Considering
I have to get the membership.
Okay. I mean, considering how strong our friendship is between Israel and America, I'd like to think that it would be yes.
Yes, I believe so, but like I say, I have to bring it up to membership.
Okay, and we'd certainly like to consider your post among our friends as opposed to our enemies. Yeah. And how much do you think you'd be willing to pay?
How much we pay?
Yes.
That I don't have a clue.
Yeah. Because we're going to sponsor you. We will provide the flag of Israel and the sign, and then you just have to pay for that privilege of us choosing you. So that would be the question, how much do you think you'd be willing to pay?
I can't say that at this time. That's a membership decision.
Okay, and you wouldn't just be saying that. I mean, I hope you're not an anti-Semite.
No, I'm not. And I don't make any decisions without the membership backing. We do live in a democracy, and one person can't make all the decisions. We have to bring it up for vote. I can't just say we're going to do this. Right?
And then we have a sign that says death to Israel's enemies. Would you please carry that too?
Well, that I'd have to bring up to vote. Like I say, I can't.
Okay. Well,
you make these decisions on my own.
All right, but you can sway the vote. Yes, you can make a convincing argument that you should be doing this.
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
My recommendations, but
yeah,
it's up to the membership.
All right, because like I said, we would prefer to count your particular post among our friends as opposed to among our enemies. So I'm confident we can work something out. Should I send you an email?
Sure.
Okay, tell me the email address.
It'd be at AOL.com.
All right. Okay, so I will send you the email, and I will outline that we would like you to carry the flag of Israel and the sign that says Israel, America's only friend left, and then the sign that says death to Israel's enemies. And then, of course, then you just need to let us know how much that you would be willing to pay for the privilege.
Okay. Like I say, I'll bring it up for membership. You send me the email, and I'll make the recommendation, but that's up to the...
Okay. Well, I sense that I can count on you to make a convincing argument, so we're looking forward to hearing back good results. Have a good evening, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm calling from Washington, D.C. My name is Simon Goldbergstein, and I'm Outreach Director with the IAFC. That's the Israel America Friendship Council. I'm calling.
Okay.
I'm calling because you're the commander of Post. Is that right?
Yeah. VFW post.
Yes. We're going to be selecting some VFW organizations throughout the country that we could perhaps sponsor in their local 4th of July parade, provided that we can agree on some conditions.
Okay. Well, just curious, how did you happen to select us if you're in Washington, D.C.?
Because we're selecting some VFWs throughout the United States. It's part of our outreach of the Israel America Friendship Council. So I don't know that we're selecting you yet. As I said, if we can agree on some conditions, then we would like to sponsor you in your participation in the local 4th of July parade.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm listening then.
Okay. Would you be willing to carry a portrait of David Ben-Gurion, the founder of Israel?
Oh, we haven't done anything like that previously. We'd have to discuss that at our post meeting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's something that you're going to bring up for discussion. And then the other question is, would you be willing to carry the flag of Israel?
Likewise, the same thing. Normally we just carry the American flag and the Veterans of Foreign War flag, sometimes the state of Iowa flag.
So you're used to carrying a flag anyway. So in this case, you could carry the flag of Israel.
Well, if we decided to, but we're just kind of in the developmental stages now for a 4th of July parade. Do you do emails, sir? Do you send email?
I do send email, and we have a sign that the VFWs that we're sponsoring are carrying. On one side, it says Israel, America's only friend left, and on the other, it says Good Goys. Can you carry that in the parade?
All right. Well, if you'd want to send me what you just described to me in an email, we'll certainly take a look at it.
I could definitely, yeah, I could do that. I mean, I'm sensing some hesitancy. Am I wrong?
Well, you're talking about a country other than the United States, and we're American veterans, and maybe you can understand that. But I'd certainly, if you want to send me an email, we'll look at it.
Well, we do have a very strong friendship with the United States. And considering, how much money the United States owes Israel, I would think that you'd like to be, appreciative of Israel.
Well, I'm not real up to speed on that, but I know a little bit about the history and how Israel came about after World War II.
Right, and right now
after the Holocaust and all the horrendous things that happened in Europe.
Right, and I'm sure that you're not an anti-Semite, right?
No, I'm not. But why don't you just send me an email on it, and we'll take a look at it.
I will. Again, though, my concern is that the United States has a deficit of 16 trillion. Only 1 trillion of that is owed to China. Everybody thinks it's owed to China. The rest is held by our people, and we could foreclose on the United States at any time. So I'd like to think you'd be a little bit friendlier to us.
Well, maybe that's just me, and maybe you'll find something else different. But I am willing to accept your email if you want to send me one, and I can give you my email address.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's VFW,
like
Veterans of Foreign Wars, @googlemail.com.
Oh, okay. Gmail.com.
And I'll take a look at it.
All right, I appreciate that, and I just, sir, I appreciate you considering it, and I just want to leave you with that idea. We would appreciate you, cooperating with us. There'll be something in it for you if, we ever have to foreclose on the United States. You'd be one of our friends. I think that would be you and your other post members would appreciate that.
I know that would concern us too much at where we're at, but I'd be interesting to know too what kind of response you're getting from VFW posts across the country.
We've had a great response.
Well, all right. Well, I guess this phone call is the first I've heard of it, so
show me what you got, and I'll look at it, research it a little bit, and we'll take a look.
All right. We'd prefer to have you as, put you down as a friend than an enemy. So, and I'm sure you would prefer that too. So look for my email,
Well,
and you can get back to me after the email.
go ahead and send it. I'll take a look at it.
All right, Mr. Hello, Tim. Is there?
No. This is a resident cell phone.
Oh,
we don't have anybody manning the hall.
Okay. So but you're still the quartermaster?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm calling from Washington, D.C. My name is Simon Goldbergstein, and I'm the outreach director with the IAFC. That's the Israel America Friendship Council. And we're going to be selecting some VFWs throughout the United States that we could perhaps sponsor in their local 4th of July parade. Are you going to be walking in the parade?
I personally won't. We're all
post
and,
will you be represented in the parade? Will your post be represented?
Well, we will be in the parade. That's the nearest parade in our district where we are, anyhow.
Right. Okay. Well, we'd like to sponsor you if we could agree on some conditions.
What do you mean by sponsor?
We would sponsor you. Our organization would sponsor you, so it would be in your, it would be to your benefit, the benefit of your post. But as I said, there would be some small conditions we would ask.
If you send me some information, then I can put it in front of our commander and our post and decide on that. This is the first time I've heard of anybody calling to sponsor. I was commander for 2 years, and I've been around the post for 10 plus years. So,
well, it's a new program, and there's a lot of VFW posts around the country.
Okay, let me give you an email, and you can send it out, and I will forward it to the commander. And if he wants to continue, then I will do that.
Well, do you think it's worth me sending it? I mean, can we at least?
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I will.
Or how you're talking about sponsoring it.
Mr. I will tell you. What we would ask would your post, would somebody in your post be willing in the parade to carry a portrait of David Ben-Gurion, the founder of Israel?
The VFW, and the American Legion, we are nonpartisan, and we take no sides in any type of thing that's going on in the world. Right? We may have our personal feelings, but we will not be carrying somebody's banner as far as with our uniforms on in front of the flag.
Well, would you be
behind the flag?
Yeah. Would you be willing to carry the flag of Israel?
I would not. No.
You would not?
No, because I'm an American citizen. I swore allegiance to the United States of America three times in my life, and I'm damned if I'm going to carry somebody else's flag. You're really pissing me off, to be honest with you.
Well, Israel is America's only friend left.
Huh?
Israel is America's only friend left, and we would like to cement that friendship by having you carry the Israeli flag in the parade.
Okay. Look, I'm not going to listen anymore. If you want to call a commander, I certainly will give you his number. But I'm telling you right now, he's a submarine guy, and he won't do it either. There's nobody in the VFW that will that's swatting their ass all over the place. And I'm not saying I don't back Israel, but I will not carry somebody else's flag in a parade.
You're not an anti-Semite, are you?
Hey, you can shove it up your ass.
Hello?
Well, that was my first thing, a guy calling me from Washington, D.C. from Brown Loft, big long name of the organization. He says, this is something new. Well, good luck on that. You find somebody to do it. We'll be after it, that's for sure. Carrying a flag in the formation of a VFW or the American Legion. I can't believe that shit. Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Yeah, what do you need?
I'm calling from Washington, D.C. My name is Simon Goldbergstein. I'm the outreach director with the IAFC. That's the Israel America Friendship Council. We're going to be selecting some VFW organizations throughout the country that we could perhaps sponsor in their local 4th of July parade. Is your post going to be represented in the local parade this year?
It always is.
Okay. Well, we would perhaps sponsor you, provided that we could agree on some conditions.
I believe I'm going to pass. Thank you very much.
Sir, why is that?
Because we've got an established 140-some year 4th of July parade, and we've gotten along just fine. So,
right. And well, we've got a strong friendship with the United States, and we would like to sponsor you to carry our flag, the flag of Israel, in the parade.
That's you'd have the Midwest all up in arms, but that's okay.
Well, you're
see what?
I don't. Why would they be up in arms? America needs Israel.
They wouldn't understand it.
They wouldn't understand to see the Israeli flag. They know that we're
probably not. You'd have to go. I've got some Jewish background in me, but I'm one of the damn few, and
well, then you're the perfect person.
Danes here.
Sir, you're the perfect person for us to work with. We'd like to appeal to your Jewish heritage and ask you to convince the Post to carry the flag of Israel in return for our sponsorship. And there's also there's a sign on one side. It says Israel, America's only friend left, and on the other it says Good Goys. And we would supply you with these, and then sponsor your participation. Do you think you can make a plea?
You give me 2 weeks to think about it and call me back. Fair enough?
Okay, you'll make a convincing argument, yes? We'll make it worth your while.
I'm not. I don't function with money, so.
Yeah, we'll do it for your people then.
We'll see. You call me back in 2 weeks and let me think about it, and that is just before our meeting that we hold on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. So.
Okay, will do. I'm glad we found each other. L'chaim.
Okay, thank you.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Avenge me! Avenge me!